it's your girl Nay, and today we will be discussing peak, no skip, not just good albums. It would be impossible to name every top tier album. So today, we're just gonna do 10. I was mature for my age, but I was still a child. Group therapy. Me and you are gonna fight. All three of yous, okay? We're fighting. You're gonna piss me off. You put out a top tier peak, and don't even get me started on peak. The way that they ride the beat, everybody was so balanced. Yes, TJ and Swim could rap, but also Jada can rap. The flair of queerism, and then the way that that girl just be saying it, and not just only she can sing, like they can all sing, and like they're all just amazing. And even their slow songs like Peak, Trump Poppers, everything that they do, everything that they touch is golden. I love an interlude. It makes me feel like not only am I experiencing an album, I'm experiencing a piece of cinema. When I tell you about feeling like I'm watching a movie and experiencing an album, Eternal Atake by Lil Uzi. Eternal Atake is peak. Let me be clear. I did not start out being a Lil Uzi Vert fan. My cousins were listening to him. My brother was listening to him. The boys in my life were listening to him. But then, bro, I listened. I got like not even halfway through this album, and I was like, oh, I get it now. This is it. It's different from Group Therapy. I went into listening to that album being a huge fan of their music and being so excited for this album drop. Uzi, on the other hand, I was not a huge fan of him. I was not very enthusiastic when I was listening to the album. This album came out right as I started listening to this album. Hey, did 20 Minutes is my get song. The first time I ever got caught, I was listening to this album. What a time to be alive. Maybe there could be some sort of argument as to some of the songs sounding similar. At that point in Lil Uzi's career, he got to the point where he understood what worked for him, and boy did he make it work for him. Celebration Station, Baby Pluto. It's so because it wasn't just the album, it was the era. It was the fashion, album design. It was the using VR on the video version of You Better Move, mixed in with the cinematography and the interludes of the songs. It felt like we were with Lil Uzi going into outer space. He's Baby Pluto. Speaking of times to be alive, this next album is B-Day by Beyonce. Can you even mention peak albums without mentioning B-Day by Beyonce? Yes, lots of albums by Beyonce are amazing and great, but B-Day? This is one of those albums that is gonna frustrate me that I won't be able to sing the songs, but Miss Giselle Knowles Carter has already written my channel once before, and I would not be doing that again. I used to be a little kid on my mom's iPod, scroll to album, click B-Day, turn on Deja Vu. I listened to that album as an album so much, and now after I hear one song, I know what song off the album comes next. I know so much about this album. That album came out in 2006. I didn't look up what year any of these albums came out. I don't need to look up what year B-Day came out. I know what year B-Day came out. I was raised off B-Day. I don't know anybody in my life now and B-Day wasn't their childhood. Talk about a time to be alive. Right now, this is me only speaking to Beyonce. If you are not Beyonce, go sit down somewhere. As a dance teacher, thank you very much for releasing this amazing album. This album has been released, oh my god, almost 25 years ago. Whenever my children are looking for a song to dance to, I'm looking for a warm-up song, something to add to the playlist. My students are dancing to Get Me Body, Crazy in Love, Green Light. As much as I would love for them to dance to Sugar Mama, I cannot allow them to dance to Sugar Mama. But they really do like that song. And for some reason, my fourth graders know about Freakum Dress. I was not allowed to listen to Freakum Dress until I was in middle school, so that perplexes me. Thank you so much for releasing this timeless album. There is not a single day of my dance class that goes by that we are not listening to a song from B-Day. My students love B-Day. We will move on from talking about the people's queen to my queen. Miss Rico Nasty, Tales of Taco Bella, you were insane for that. I'm from the DMV. When Iggity dropped, when Hey Arnold dropped, man, triple platinum in my classroom. Miss Nasty, I'm sorry, formerly known as Miss Taco Bella. I was a fan of Rico Nasty before she was even Rico Nasty, when she was Taco Bella, because when she was pregnant with her son, all she wanted to eat was Taco Bell. I was in there when she was still posting vlogs with Cam and stuff in it. I'm a real fan, okay? Don't even play. Let's be clear, this was not her first album. She had that other one. Technically, I guess it wasn't an album. Technically, it was a mixtape, and it had that I can't sing the song. The first album was the first mixtape was Sugar Trap, not Sugar Trap 2, to anybody who don't know. At the end of the Hey Arnold music video, one of the songs on that mixtape, Sugar Trap, the original, was at the end of Hey Arnold, "You on me, oh yeah, I'm in a sequel. That girl will act if she belongs and regal." You know, can't sing the song, but I was in love with that mixtape. And then when you dropped Tales of Taco Bella, I died. Once Upon a Time was a great way to start off an album as a new artist. This was her really pushing herself. It was a perfect mix of who she is to show who she was at the time. She was cute, she was alternative, she was a little pop, affectionate. Brandon, I still be listening to that to this day when I'm going through it with one of these, you know, as your first album, really pushing yourself into the public, branding wise, perfect. Seeing how you've just grown and evolved over time, this as the start. Maddie always knew who she was from a very young age. This next album I won't get into because number one, this video is taking a way longer time than I thought. And number two, doesn't really need an explanation. Number 5 is Take Care by Drake. No skips, 10 out of 10, peak album. After the whole Drake and Kendrick beef, everybody is picking sides, choosing sides. There is no side to pick. K-Dot is the legend. Drake released a peak album in the beginning of his career and everything has been downhill since. No album by Drake will ever touch Take Care. On days when I'm washing my hair, I put on Take Care over my dead body. It's a great album. It's a peak album. Drake was at his best when he was trying to actively compete with Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne. I do want to also point out that the Buried Alive interlude by Kendrick Lamar was my favorite song off the album. Speaking of my king, who I will be going to see in concert in June, Mr. Lamar knows how to play the game. Everybody's loving GNX, which is great. My stepdad, who is also from LA, got me the Damn album for my birthday. This was right when my mom got surround sound. I put that album in. I laid on the floor and just experienced that album. I still have videos in my phone hearing DNA for the first time, hearing Element for the first time, hearing Kendrick Lamar and Rihanna on a song for the first time. I've always been a Kendrick fan. After releasing Good Kid, Mad City to Pimp a Butterfly, it would have been easy to just, you know, be complacent with it. You have good albums, you have great albums, keep making good, great albums. But then he released Damn and he showed y'all, just like he said in that song, he's trying to murder you. That's what Damn was. That's what that album was. GNX, love that album, the whole rap beef, love every part of it. After Kendrick Lamar released Damn, nail in the coffin that he was the king of rap. We're getting to the last male rapper on my list, which is a Jamaican king, Ski Mask Slump God, not Stokely. That album came out when I was still in high school, before COVID, still in high school. Everybody else had to catch up to see that he was number one. I already knew that he was number one. I was just kind of looking around waiting for y'all to figure it out. This is supposed to be albums. Sin City is technically a mixtape. I really don't care. Sin City, amazing. Not a lot of male rappers out here are giving Beyonce level of cinematography. He is. That album is perfect. Slow songs, fat. Oh my god, I wish I could sing. Admit it. I can't talk about the songs because if I talk about them, I'll just want to sing them. Let's talk about the visuals. Amazing. Spectacular. Wonderful. I think a lot of artists now are taking inspiration from older forms of media. Ski understood the assignment and he understood how to do it and he did it in an immaculate way. That young man has been through so much and he's still able to put out timeless pieces of art. We're really shifting gears here. Next album is Demi by Demi Lovato. This album came out when I was like in middle school or something, so like very, very young. I used to listen to this album on repeat every single day. I would get home from school, go upstairs, go to my mom's room, put on my beats, my brand new beats that I got, put on Demi, and I would do my homework, sing and cry. Demi should really get their flowers. It was a beautiful transition from Disney. A lot of the artists from Disney making the switch over, you know, like the Miley era and everything like that, they did a lot to be overtly sexual. And while Demi didn't do that, this album showed they were an adult now. They're not a little teeny bopper anymore. Now, other Disney artists and people might have been able to do that in a different way, but have you heard how Demi sings? Demi was being kept in a box. La La Land of Shame and Don't Forget or whatever. All of those songs were good and really showed off their powerful vocal. But this album showed that they were not just some teeny bopper. They were a vocalist showing these powerful, emotional ballads. I don't really think a lot of people have the voice like Demi to be able to sing songs like Heart Attack. Are you crazy? A lot has happened in Demi's career over time. I really do not want it to get lost in translation how powerful this person's voice is as a singer. The rest of this list is just little white girls. The next one is Animal by Kesha. Rawr. Techno auto-tune is really making a comeback and a resurgence as of lately. We just saw Miss Charli XCX winning Grammys for Brad. One thing that I will never let die is the legend of Kesha, the original. She was going through so many horrific, horrible things at the time of her really popping off. Don't want that to be forgotten. Please find out about her story. I have chills, bro. I have chills talking about Kesha right now. Kesha, timeless. My students are like 5. I can't sing this song! They love We Are Who We Are, knowing every single word to TikTok, knowing every single word to Blow, even though that's not a part of this album. But still, parody channels went triple platinum off of Kesha's name. At the time, she was not really able to creatively explore her voice and stuff like that, and now we know that she's like an amazing singer. Kiss and Tell, Dancing with Tears in My Eyes, Steven really does just speak to your soul. Then she lets you throw it back on this album. When we talk about pop punk, please do not let Charli XCX be the first person's name you mention. This video is not really to give recommendations of songs. A lot of these albums are super old. However, one recommendation I have, listen to every song off of Animal by Kesha. You will just be a better person. Last but certainly not least, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? Billie Eilish, girl, you popped off with this album. You know you popped off. We know you popped off. This album came out before I broke up with one of my boyfriends. The tears from this album fill swimming pools filled by models. Not from the same album, but whatever. Me and you, Miss Eilish, have a problem. Before Bad Guy, we are taking out your retainer. I have sensory issues. Every single time I listen to this album, I forget that happens. I hear it and I just have to cover my ears and I'm like, stop it, stop it, stop it. Why would you do that to me? My friend had a retainer in high school and he would have to take it out every single time that he ate. I just would have to hide and cover my ears every time he did it. Ew! Aside from that, beautiful album. I forgot which song I sung, but I sung one song at a talent show. I sung it and my friend cried. He was like, it's just such a beautiful song. As a young girl coming up in this industry, she was not overtly anything that she really didn't want to be. I was a part of a girls foundation and I had to sing at their like coronation promotion. I sung Danny because I thought it was a really good message for the girls at the time where like guys were ogling her like teenage body. Disgusting! You all should pay and be in jail for it. Making that poor girl feel uncomfortable. How dare you? Billie handled it like a queen, released queen behavior like songs. Really, really big ups to Listen Before I Go. You really took all of those songs, made it flow perfectly. It sounds like its own whole new song. Sometimes even if I'm not listening to the full album, I'll like low-key kind of forget that it's just songs off of the album. That's it. Literally don't be upset at this list. I cannot list every single top 10 peak album that there ever was. I didn't even mention Michael Jackson. I should be smited by Jesus right now for not even mentioning Michael Jackson. Honestly, I'm kind of low-key just releasing this video so that people can type in the comments other top 10 albums so that I can listen to. Let me know. Your girl wants to be put on to more music. These are just albums that I listen to them on repeat back to back to back to back to back, and they're peak. You're welcome. Go listen to any of your favorite albums. I will see you all next time.